This video is for the person that's struggling to make a decision. And if you're anything like me, I feel like I often struggle with making a decision. But I finally came to a point in my life where decisions became very easy. And let me tell you why. When you're trying to make a decision, if you just pause and ask yourself, okay, first of all, which way am I directed to go? And if you can answer that, then say, am I doing this or am I making this decision based on fear or love? If it's based in love, then it's going to feel good. It's going to feel good right from the get go. Your energy is going to be light, it's going to be bright, and you're going to feel good doing it. If, on the other hand, you're making that decision out of fear, you're going to feel heavy, you're going to feel resistance, you're going to feel, for lack of a better clinical term, icky. You're going to feel icky all over. So if you keep it to like that sort of simplicity, it becomes very easy to make a decision. For example, I mean, I've seen a lot of people pleasers. I feel a lot, I see a lot of people that seem to kind of suffer from some sort of, you know, martyrism. And in the sense that they do things for other people constantly, despite not really wanting to. And sometimes they might say, well, no, I want to. But if you're holding any sort of resentment or anger within yourself, after doing these things, doing these acts of service, you got to stop and ask yourself, what's the underlying emotion behind doing these things? And I know plenty of people that do things for other people and have nothing but resentment for these people, have nothing but anger inside their body once they do these things. So you need to be honest with yourself. Like, if you're not feeling joy, happiness, and this feeling of giving in the true sense of the word, like I'm not asking for anything back. I'm doing it simply for the act of giving alone. If if that if that's not truly why you're doing it, then you shouldn't be doing it. And we could apply this to all different aspects of our lives. Everything as simple as whether or not you're deciding to sign up for a certain course. For example, I'm considering signing up for a course right now that's 5,000 US, and I think it's an appropriate price tag for the course when I look at it. Is there some resistance? There was some resistance, but I got over that because I looked at, what am I fearing? And when I went through that, I realized that's not appropriate, like to be feeling that way. And now I'm more in the energy of receiving. I'm looking forward to what I'm going to learn. I'm excited about what I'm going to learn. But if you're being skeptical, if you're skeptic in any form, if you're not full of optimism and wonderment and awe of what could I could potentially learn, this is so exciting. Then I would suggest not taking that that course, because if it's sort of like a means to an end, if it's sort of like this, I must take this course because I'm fearing if I don't have this course, I will be doomed for failure or something like that. This whole like always check with your energy. I'll have to make another video in the future about paying attention to prove it energy. Being in that energy of I need to prove it is not a good energy to be in. And leave some comments if you're somebody that struggles with that sometimes and you want some clarity about what it feels like to be in a prove it kind of energy. But even having the or making a decision like in a relationship, you know, do I call this person back because I'm fearing losing the person? Am I buying this gift for this person in fear of that person might be angry with me if I don't buy this gift. I mean, that's no reason to do any of those acts. They're no longer acts of service out of love. They're fear-based acts. And that's never how you should treat a relationship. You always, like when you think of it, like even someone like Mother Teresa, I mean, that woman never acted in fear. And I find sometimes this is like, in terms of religion and what it means to be a Christian, I've come across many, many Christians that are living a life of pure fear. Um, because they feel like if I don't do this, then this will happen. Again, it's a bit of that karmic law that I'm not a big fan of. Because that's not the way God works. You should never fear God. You are doing acts in the service of like good moral conduct. You're doing the thing that you should not never should. You're doing something that is the right thing to do simply because it's right. Simply because it's an objective moral value that you have. You value giving. You value receiving. You allow yourself to receive because you value yourself as a human being. Because you are a child of God, and there's no reason for you not to receive. Um, and it's just that whole idea of feeling abundant, and not in the term of rich. I don't mean abundance in that way. It's just there's a sense of, yeah, abundance, overflow in you. So yeah, if you're having trouble making a decision, go back to the basics. Just is the underlying emotion one of fear or one of love? Let me know if that helps you. And if this is the first time you watched any of my channel, welcome. I love to hear from you, and I love to know if this was any help to you, because I think we all deserve a little bit of help. Thanks for watching.